playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And, look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He's got Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
57's a Mike.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Hey, set. Slide. 20. 57's Mike. I got it. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Mike, 57. I'm coming. I'm coming.
To throw on third down, Brady. Dancing to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off down at the 10. Accelerating, and off he goes. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. the shotgun is Jones. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Casey Hayward makes the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Garoppolo now gets this one to use check. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Levante David in on the tackle.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
That's complete right around the 8. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down.
11.
They'll run with Mostert. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is to be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Brady now to throw. And he's got Miller. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, 52 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Oh, here we go. Oh, undercrush. 11.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
12.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Open man is Samuel, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield, instead checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And his kick is right through.
Niners 31, Buccaneers 8. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll be out right at the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Again, it's Brady. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Brady now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He'll buy some time right. And this will be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was the big
rush coming, and he's taken down. Well timed there by Richard Sherman, a sack on the corner blitz.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He'll go for it. It's Brady. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Wait, Mike 54. I'm coming. Check 26. Check 26. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Brady to throw again. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. from 6 yards away. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. 72. 57's Mike. Mike 57. He's time to win. He's time to us.
They're going to try and run. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Here we go. 180. 12, fellas. Here we go. 54. I don't think you got it.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Garoppolo here on the money to Hurd. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
54.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Now here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
49 on this defense. No game. 57's the mic.
Throwing now is Brady. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Into the red zone, it's Brady. To Evans on the slant. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often. A wasted down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Here's Brady to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, 42 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Brady. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. The catch made by Miller. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, 72.
A quick throw by Brady complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. 72.
Now Brady again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Hey, Alabama.
Now Brady. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
Hey, check, Mike 57. Hey, 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Today's final score, 9.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.